in the quiet town of Esto, Florida. Tragedy struck on August 8, 2007. A little girl, just 7 years old, was pulled from a swimming pool, unconscious, unresponsive. Her name was Adrianna Hutto. What first seemed like a tragic accident would soon unravel into a chilling murder investigation, driven by the haunting words of a child.
I went and took my shower, put some towels in the washing machine and some in the dryer, and then I walked to the front door and I couldn't see Andrew, and he was in the trees beside the house, climbing in them. And I asked him where Adrianna was at, and he said she was playing at the pool. I said, well, go tell her to come in so we can get ready to go, and we'll go get your school stuff.
Amanda Lewis, Adrianna, mother, made a frantic 911 call that summer afternoon.
911.
I need an ambulance.
What's wrong, ma'am?
My daughter fell in the pool and she's not breathing.
Where at, ma'am?
In Esto.
Ma'am, what's your address?
3343 First Avenue South.
3343 First Avenue South.
Yes, down the road from the post office at the very end.
She told the dispatcher she found her daughter face down in the backyard pool. Emergency responders arrived quickly, trying to revive the child, but it was too late. Adrianna was pronounced dead at the hospital not long after. The initial reports listed it as a drowning. Adrianna, it seemed, had wandered outside and fallen in. But something about the scene didn't sit right with investigators. The pool wasn't deep. Adrianna could swim, and her 6-year-old half-brother, AJ, had something to say. As officers arrived at the scene, Amanda's story was calm but detached. She didn't cry. She didn't ask to see her daughter at the hospital. Detectives took notice. When police sat down with AJ, he told a story no one expected. Through quiet tears, he said, "Mama dunked my sister." He told them that Adrianna had gotten in trouble earlier for spraying Windex on the TV. As punishment, Amanda dragged her outside, forced her into the pool, and held her under the water, repeatedly, until she stopped. Even drew a stick figure picture for the investigators. One figure had long hair, his mum. The other, his sister. He said plainly, "This is my mama, and this is my sister. She killed her."
And you said your mama did this. Who is your mama?
Amanda Lewis.
Okay. Is she in this room today?
Yes, so.
Where is she? Can you point her out and show the judge where she is?
Right here.
Okay.
For detectives, this was more than just a child's words. It was a confession through the eyes of a witness. But the question remained, could a be trusted to tell the truth in a case so serious? Inside the Lewis home, there were no toys in the children's rooms. The house smelled of urine. It felt more like a place of punishment than play. Amanda Lewis had previously lost custody of her children due to alleged neglect. She regained custody after taking parenting classes and showing signs of progress. But the past lingered like a shadow.
What happened there? Why did you take their toys away?
I had on numerous occasions a week prior to taking the toys to try to get them to clean the room, and they wouldn't, so I took their toys.
Police found inconsistencies in Amanda's version of events. She claimed Adrianna had a history of seizures, yet no medical records supported this. And then came the autopsy report. Bruises on Adrianna's forehead and cheeks matched the locations Aid described. There were also signs of past injuries, some healing, some fresh. Medical examiners concluded these bruises were not consistent with accidental drowning. Amanda Lewis was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and aggravated child abuse. Her trial began in February 2008, capturing national attention. The prosecution built their case around AJ's powerful testimony. The young boy bravely took the stand. In his small voice, he recounted the story again. She dunked her. she didn't come back up. The defense pushed back hard. They argued that AJ had been traumatized and manipulated by investigators, that his story had changed several times during interviews, that he was too young to understand what he was saying.
My mom told me to go get her, and then when I was standing in the wagon.
So you stood up in the wagon? Could your sister swim?
Where do you sleep at, AJ?
In the old bedroom. Me and my sister.
Is that where you slept last night?
I sleep in there all day when I get in trouble. But when I be good, I get to sleep in the living room.
You watched
Scooby-Doo?
Boomerang? Did Adrianna watch it with you?
She only watched it in the morning.
This morning? So she got up out of her bed and came in the living room? Did she
And
go?
she done that.
What did y'all have for breakfast?
I didn't have breakfast.
Did y'all have any cereal?
But Ajay's account remained mostly consistent. He never retracted his statement, and forensic evidence backed him up. Dr. Renee Fox, the medical examiner, explained how the bruises matched with Ajay's version of the events. She showed diagrams to the jury describing how Adrianna had likely been held underwater. The trial lasted only 4 days. The jury deliberated for 2 hours. Amanda Lewis was found guilty. Amanda Lewis was sentenced to life in prison without parole, plus an additional 30 years for child abuse. She showed little reaction when the verdict was read. Some members of the public hailed the verdict as justice for Adrianna. Others questioned whether a mother could really be convicted based primarily on the words of a 6-year-old in prison. Amanda Lewis has continued to maintain her innocence. She has filed appeals, all of which have been denied. She claims that AJ was confused, frightened, and manipulated. After the trial, AJ was adopted by a new family. He grew up mostly out of the public eye. As an adult, he became a firefighter and has spoken about the trauma he lived through. In a recent interview, AJ stated, "I remember what I saw. I know what I said. I was there." His voice trembled as he recalled testifying against his own mother. "No one told me what to say," he said. "I told the truth." The case has drawn fierce debate. Forums are filled with questions. Could a 6-year-old truly comprehend what he witnessed? Did law enforcement lead him with suggestive questioning? Critics point out discrepancies in Ajay's early statements. Some of his retellings changed, but supporters argue his core story remained the same and was supported by forensic evidence. Experts in child psychology weigh in. While children can be influenced, they can also be reliable if their testimony is consistent and detailed. In this case, many believe AJ's drawing, statement, and emotional response were too genuine to be dismissed. This story is not just about a tragic death. It's about a family torn apart. A young boy who had to testify against the only parent he had left. A justice system that had to decide whether his voice was enough. The death of Adrianna Hutto will never be fully understood, but her memory remains a symbol of lost innocence and a haunting reminder of what happens when warning signs go unheeded. This has been the story of Adrianna Elaine Hutto, 7 years old, bright, playful, gone too soon. Justice may have been served, or a tragedy may have been misunderstood. That's for you to decide.
Right? Now this is a microphone right here, all right? Good morning, AJ.
Good morning,
Would you tell us your name?
Andrew Hutto.
Do your friends call you AJ?
No.
Do you have a middle name? What is that?
Jordan.
Jordan? Sometimes do you let me call you AJ?
Yep.
Okay. How old are you?
7.
Did you have a birthday a few months ago?
Yes, so.
When was that?
November 22nd.
And you were 7?
Yes, so.
What school do you go to?
Graceville Elementary.
And what grade are you in, AJ?
1st grade.
First grade. Do you have a best friend in the first grade?
Yes.
What is his name?
Zachary.
And you already know your colors, is that right?
Yes, so.
Would you tell these people what your favorite color is in the whole wide world?
Green.
Green. Now, do you know the difference between a truth and a lie or a story?
No, so.
Can you tell this jury what a truth is?
Yes, so.
All right. For instance, if I told you I had on a green shirt, I got on a green shirt?
No, so.
What color shirt do I have on?
White.
Would that be the truth or a lie if I said I had a green shirt on?
A lie.
Now, if I said, AJ, you've got a white shirt on, would that be the truth? All right. Now, what happens to people or little boys that don't tell the truth?
They get a spanking and they get grounded.
Okay. Today, can you tell us the truth if I ask you some questions?
Yes, so.
Do you understand that's the most important thing?
Yes,
Is to
so.
tell the truth.
Yes, so.
Judge, those are my questions to
If I could see counsel at the bench for just a second.
Right there for just a moment.
AJ, Mr. Smith, this gentleman standing right over here, has a couple of questions he wants to ask you, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Smith.
AJ, Mr. Bassford asked you if you could tell us the difference between the truth and a lie, and you said no, sir. Is that what your answer was?
Yes, so.
Can you tell me what a lie is?
It's not the truth.
Can you tell me what the truth is?
It's not a lie.
If I told you your mother was in the courtroom here today, would that be the truth?
No, so.
That would not be the truth. Why is that? Because she's not in the courtroom?
No, so.
Okay. So your mother is not in this courtroom?
No, so.
Okay. And you're telling me that that is the truth, that your mother is not in the courtroom?
Yes, so.
Okay. Where is your mother?
Jail.
She's in jail. You don't see her in this courtroom, do you?
No, so.
Because she can't be here. She's in jail, isn't she?
Yes, so.
It would be impossible for her to be here in the courtroom, wouldn't it?
Yes, so.
Thank you, AJ.
And Mr. Bassford?
Yeah. AJ?
Yes, so.
When is the last time that you saw your mother? Do you remember?
No, so.
Has it been a long time?
Yes, so.
Who do you live with now?
My Aunt Carla.
Aunt Carla?
Yes, so.
And does she have a husband?
Yes, so.
Who is that?
Richard.
Okay. Is Aunt Carla in the courtroom?
Yes, so.
Where is she sitting? Would you point her out for the jury? Okay. What color top does she have on?
Brown.
Okay. Is that her sitting right there on the second row?
Yes, so.
Okay. Now, AJ, have you met this man before right here? Mr. Brandon?
Yes, sir.
All right. How about this man? Have you ever met him before? The one that was asking you questions, Mr. Walter?
No, sir.
Okay. How about Miss Kim right there? Have you ever seen her before?
No, sir.
All right. That woman sitting right there between them. Have you ever seen her before?
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
My mother.
Now you recognize your mother?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, look at me, AJ. This time we're ready to proceed, Judge.
You may proceed.
And I still object to this witness's comment.
And your objections noted for the record. Previous order of the court is still in place.
AJ? AJ,
Yes, sir.
give me your hand. All right. Here. Here. AJ, do you see these people sitting over here?
Yes, sir.
I met these people yesterday for the first time. And I told them today that Adrianna was dead. Is she dead? Gonna have to answer so they can hear.
Yes, sir.
They want to know how Adrianna died.
Yes, sir.
Now, I wasn't there, AJ, was I?
No, sir.
Were you there when she died?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell them how she died?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I want you to think back to the day that she died, okay?
Okay.
Who was at home that day?
Alan Michael.
Island Michael? Who else?
My mother.
Okay. And where were you? Where was everyone? Do it this way. Do you remember when you got up that day? Do you remember what happened? Would you just tell me what happened? If you tell me, they can hear.
Yes, sir.
All right. That day when you got up, what did you do?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you watch any cartoons?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where did you sleep that night? Did you sleep in your bedroom or did you sleep somewhere else?
I slept in the living room.
And what did you sleep on? Was there a special bed that you slept on that day?
Yes, sir.
What was that?
There's a bed.
Just a bed, like a camping bed?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Adrianna, where did she sleep?
She slept in the bedroom.
Okay. Did your mom come home from work that day? That morning?
Yes, sir.
What were you doing when she came home from work?
I was still sleeping.
Okay. Did there come a time that you watched some TV that day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What did Adrianna do that day?
Nothing.
Did she do anything to get in trouble that day?
Yes, sir.
What did she do, AJ?
Spray some spray on the windows.
Oh, yeah? Why was she doing that?
I don't know.
Was she spraying any other spray that day?
Yes, sir.
How did it smell?
Awful.
Awful? Okay. Where was your mom? Where was your mama when she was doing that?
She was in bed.
Okay. Did she wake up?
Yes, sir.
All right. What happened to Adrianna when your mother woke up?
She got grounded.
All right. Can you tell us how that happened?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell us about that.
I can't remember.
You Can't remember?
No, sir.
Were you inside or were you outside?
Inside?
Did you go outside that day?
No, sir.
Now, at some point, did you and Adrianna go outside to play that day?
No, sir.
What were y'all playing?
Tractors?
Tractors?
Yes, sir.
Where were you playing with those tractors, AJ?
I can't remember.
All right. How is it that Adrianna got drowned that day, AJ? Can you tell me?
No, sir.
All right. Let me ask you some other questions then. Did you see any men that day working around your house?
Yes, sir.
What were they working on?
Trees?
Okay. Cutting trees?
Yes, sir.
Where were they doing that?
At my house?
Okay. If I showed you some photographs, some pictures, could you tell us where they were cutting those pictures? I mean, where they were working and cutting those trees?
Yes, sir.
All right. Judge, could we turn this camera on, please? AJ, I want you to come over here. We're going to put some photographs up here, okay?
Okay.
Come on over here. Right. Up right here. I think you're going to have to kneel down right there. Kneel down. And a pencil. Okay. This is what we're going to do. This is it. See that camera up there? All right. We're going to put the picture right here. All right? If we could blow that up, please. You see how it gets on the screen over there so people can see? All right. Now then, AJ, do you recognize this picture? And we will identify these A1A. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is this the road that goes in front of your house?
Yes, sir.
Where were those people working that day? Would you point with your finger where they were working that day? Okay. So they were cutting these trees down right there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, you've got a red wagon, don't you, AJ?
Yes, sir.
Where was your red wagon that day?
In there?
Over there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that close to like a four-wheel trail or something?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, your wagon's not in that picture. What happened to your wagon?
My mama just pulled it all the way over to the pool.
Over to the pool?
Yes, sir.
I want to show you this photograph here, 1B. Let's just move that one out of the way. 1B. Now, whose red wagon is that?
Mine.
And there's a bicycle. Whose bicycle is that?
Mine.
Okay. This pool, whose pool is that?
Ours.
Alan? Alan Carnley?
Yes, sir.
Who is he?
My Aunt Carla's boyfriend.
Okay. Aunt Carla's boyfriend.
No, my mama's boyfriend.
Okay. All right. So, did y'all live with him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I was just checking. Now then, how did that wagon get there?
My mama pulled it all the way from there.
Yeah. From this picture, she pulled it from there.
She pulled it from there all the way back to
Okay.
here.
All right. Now, let's see. That's just another photograph of your wagon there. Now, where were you when your sister got drowned that day? Let me see. First of all, what is this right here? Are these tractors that you were talking about playing with? Can you just put them right there? Are those your tractors?
Yes, sir.
That one, and is that one too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, All right. And whose fire truck is that? Whose is it?
Mine.
Okay, all right. And AJ, what is that?
A gun.
Did you have that gun that day?
Yes, sir.
Where were you playing, AJ? When your mother pulled that wagon up there, what were you doing? Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Tell us what you were doing. Did you draw a photograph? Did you draw a picture?
Yes, sir.
AJ?
Yes, sir.
Here I am, over here. All right. Now, first of all, do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Who made this?
I did.
Okay. Now I see some writing on here. Did you write that on here?
Yes.
Where did you make this? Do you remember where you made this? Were you visiting Miss Lynette one day when you made this drawing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Will this drawing help you to explain to the jury what happened?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you remember what day you drew this?
No, sir.
Okay. When you drew this, did this help you explain what happened? Help you tell the story of what happened?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now look, AJ, this yellow one has some writing on it. Is that your writing, that little small writing?
No, sir.
All right, but the big writing is yours. If we use this diagram right here that just has your writing on it, did you do all of this and do all of this drawing?
Yes, sir.
All right. With that, Judge, we move this as State's Exhibit 2B.
Over the defendant's objection, I will submit it as State's Exhibit 2B.
It's already marked, if you would just hold those for me, Mr. Taylor. Request permission to publish to the jury. All right, AJ. Now, tell me, AJ, what is this right here?
My pool.
Your pool?
Yes, sir.
The one that was in this picture that we just saw a few minutes ago?
Yes, sir.
All right. And who is this right here?
Me.
What are you doing, AJ?
I'm just playing.
All right. Were you playing with anything?
Yes, sir.
What were you playing with?
That.
Okay. What's that supposed to be?
I can't remember.
Okay. You can't remember?
Yes, sir.
All right. What is this right here?
A tree.
Were you playing in the tree or around a tree?
In the tree.
In the tree. Okay.
So,
Now, what is this right here? Who is this, or what is this?
my mama.
Okay. And what is she doing?
Killing my sister.
How is she doing that, AJ?
Putting her hand over her face.
Would you show me how she put her hand over your
No,
sister's
sir.
face? Huh?
No, sir.
You don't want to do that?
No, sir.
Okay. Who is this?
My mother.
And who is this?
My sister.
What is this right here?
My mother's arm.
Your mother's arm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does this mean right here? She did.
Died.
What?
She died.
She died. Okay. You mean your sister died? Okay. What this too bad? What does that mean?
That means it's scary.
It was scary. When this was happening, could you see it?
No, sir.
Was that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Where were you? Could you give the pad, please? AJ,
Yes, sir.
if I drew a diagram right here, okay? If this is your trailer, this is the home where you live, and this is the tree out front. The pool would be where? Over here?
Yes, sir.
And the shed, what did y'all keep in the shed?
Volleyballs.
Okay, balls? Would that be back over here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, and if this is the road that was out in front of the house, where were you when you saw your sister die, or when your sister died? Where were you? You were here in this tree?
Yes, sir.
Did you stay in the tree, or did you move anywhere?
I moved.
Where did you move to? Right here?
Yes, sir.
At the corner here?
Yes, sir.
Where was your sister when you were there? Where was your mama when you were there? Right there? Is that when she did this? Is that the reason you're drawing this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, AJ, were you ever playing in any trees over here that day on that side of the house?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When were you playing there?
I can't remember.
Okay. All right. That day, did you ever go over and see your sister in the pool?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that. When did you go over there?
I can't remember.
All right. Do you remember them taking your sister, the firemen coming out there and taking your sister in the ambulance?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where did you go after that?
With my granny and pot shop.
Okay. And where did you go? Did you go to their house?
Yes, sir.
Right. On the way to their house, did you talk with Podshock about this?
No, sir.
Okay. Did Podshock end up taking you to the sheriff's office or to see the police that day?
Yes, sir.
All right. And could you remember those details of that day better then than now?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you talk to the police that day?
Yes, sir.
Did they make a video of you?
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them the truth that day?
Yes, sir.
Did you tell them all the things that you could remember?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, when did this happen? Do you even know when this happened? Was it a long time ago?
Yes, sir.
All right. When it happened that day, did you remember these things better then?
No, sir.
Could you answer the police officer's questions that day?
Yes, sir.
And did they ask you some of these questions that I'm asking you about what happened to your sister?
Yes, sir.
All right. Were you truthful?
Yes, sir.
Now, AJ,
Yes, sir.
after this happened to your sister, what did your mama do?
I can't remember.
Were y'all supposed to go to town that day to get some supplies, some school supplies?
Yes, sir.
Did you end up going that day to town to get school supplies?
No, sir.
Where was Alan Michael when this happened?
He was in the house.
Okay. What was he doing? Do you know?
No, sir.
All right. When your sister drowned, what did your mother do? How did she find out that Adrianna had drowned?
I can't remember.
All right. Do you remember telling the police officers this?
Yes, sir.
All right. You remember one day I showed you a video of you talking to the police?
Yes, sir.
Did you remember talking to them?
No, sir.
Okay. But when you saw that video, you did, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
All right. In fact, do you recognize this picture that will be marked as State's Exhibit 16? Do you recognize that?
Yes, sir.
Who is that boy in there?
Me.
All right. Now, where was that taken? Do you know?
No, sir.
All right. Does that help refresh your memory? Does that help you remember? Does that help you remember what you showed the police officers as to how your sister died?
No, sir.
Was that a yes or a no?
No.
Okay. Is that you in there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that what you showed the police?
Yes, sir.
AJ?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting tired of answering my questions?
Yes, sir.
All right. I understand. I've just got a few more, okay?
Okay.
When I get through, that other guy, he's going to ask you some questions of Mr. Walter, okay?
Okay.
I want you to try to answer all of his questions for him, all right?
Okay.
The day that this happened, AJ, did you see any Army men in a helicopter?
Yes, sir.
What were they doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Were they in the sky or was it on the ground?
In the sky.
Could you hear Adrianna when this was happening to her?
Yes, sir.
When that was happening to her, you could hear her?
Yes, sir.
What was she saying?
I can't remember.
All right. Who found Adrianna in the pool, if you remember?
I did.
What did you do? How did you find her in the pool? Will this picture help us to show what you did?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're looking at 1C. How did you find her in the pool? Could you see in the pool, or did you have to get in something?
I had to get in my wagon.
Okay. When you saw her in the pool, what did you do?
I can't remember.
All right. Do you remember meeting a police officer named Mr. Mike that day, Mike Rayleigh?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you tell him about this?
Yes, sir.
And you could remember it then?
Yes, sir.
All right. Is that the day that he made that video of you?
Yes, sir.
All right. AJ, were you outside when the fire department came? When the people, the rescue workers came that day, were you outside?
No, sir.
Where were you?
Inside.
Why did you go inside?
Because my mother told me to.
And what did you do when you went inside?
Nothing.
Okay. Did you see Alan Michael inside?
Yes, so.
Did you say anything to Alan Michael inside?
No, so.
Now, you showed us photographs, we've seen photographs of your bike. Where was Adrianna's bike that day? Do you know?
No, so.
Okay. It's been a long time ago.
Yes, so.
AJ,
So.
and you said your mama did this. Who is your mama?
Amanda Lewis.
Okay. Is she in this room today?
Yes, so.
Where is she? Can you point her out and show the judge where she is?
Right here.
Okay. All right. Have you done your best to tell us the truth as best as you remember it?
So.
All right. Now, I'm going to get you back over here, and Mr. Walter's going to ask you some questions, okay?
Okay.
All right, come back over here. Right up here. AJ,
So.
I want you to try to answer his questions, just
Yes,
like
sir.
you tried to answer my questions, all right?
Alright.
Okay, speak up loud enough so he can hear you, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Smith, you may inquire.
Thank you, Judge. Hello, AJ.
Hello.
Are you standing up or sitting in your chair right now?
Sitting down.
You're sitting down, okay. Are you inside a building or outside a building?
Inside.
Okay. And were you inside your trailer or outside your trailer when your sister drowned?
Outside.
Okay, and why were you outside?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, let's talk about the Army men. Do you like to play Army men? Do you have toy guns? Okay, you have to say yes. See this
So-
lady here? She has to take down everything you say.
Yes, so.
Okay? You like to play Army?
Yes, so.
When you saw the soldiers and did you see the soldiers in the helicopter?
No, so.
Did you wave at them?
Yes, so.
Could they wave back?
No, so.
No or yes?
No.
No? Did they have guns and bombs on the helicopter?
Yes, so.
Did they shoot their guns that day?
No, so.
Did you shoot your gun that day?
No, so.
Did you have a gun outside in the garbage can tree?
No, so.
You didn't.
No, so.
Did you tell anybody that you were in the garbage can tree shooting birds with your gun?
No, so.
You didn't tell that to the policemen?
No, so.
Did you tell that to the, do you remember talking to a nice lady in Panama City the same day that your sister drowned?
No, so.
You don't remember that at all? You don't remember telling her that you were in the garbage can tree shooting birds?
No, so.
Okay. Were you in the garbage can tree that day?
No, so.
You were not. Okay. That day, did your sister go anywhere? Did Adrianna go someplace?
No, so.
Did she go to the park that day?
Yes, so.
She did go to the park. Why did she go to the park?
I don't know.
Did she go to play?
No.
No? How do you know she went to the park?
Because my mother told her to.
Your mother told her to go to the park. Why did she tell her that?
I don't know.
Were you allowed to go to the park by yourself?
No, so.
No. But your mother told your sister to go to the park.
Yes, so.
Did your sister leave and go to the park?
No, so,
How long was she gone?
I don't know.
Was it sunny outside or was it dark outside when she went to the park?
Sunny,
It was sunny. How did she come home?
I can't remember.
Okay. Did she get drowned in the pool before she went to the park or after she went to the park?
After she went to the park,
Okay. Did she get drowned in the pool before she went to the park?
yes, so,
So she got drowned twice, didn't she? She got drowned before she went to the park and she got drowned when she came back from the park, right?
yes, so,
How many times did she get drowned?
twice,
Twice. Did you ever tell anybody she got drowned 4 times?
no, so,
You didn't tell anybody that? How did she get drowned?
I can't remember.
Well, was she inside the pool or outside the pool when she got drowned?
Outside,
She was outside the pool when she got drowned. But you found her, where did you find your sister at? Did you find her inside the pool or outside the pool?
inside,
Inside the pool. So she got drowned outside the pool, and then you found her inside the pool, right?
yes, so,
How did you find her? How did you know where to look?
I don't know.
Did you hear her screaming inside the pool? Is that how you knew to look?
Yes, so,
So you heard her screaming inside the pool.
yes, so,
How did she get inside the pool?
I don't know.
You think she stood up in that little red wagon?
Yes, so,
You think she stood up in the red wagon and then she went into the pool from the red wagon?
yes, so,
And you think she started screaming when she went inside the pool?
yes, so,
Where was your mommy?
beside the pool,
She was beside the pool when your sister got in the wagon and fell into the pool. Is that what you remember?
yes, so,
Did you say yes, sir, or no, sir?
yes, so,
Yes, sir. Okay. So you remember your mommy being outside when your sister went in the pool.
so,
Do you remember going to the house and talking to your mommy and saying, Adrianna is upside down in the pool?
no, so,
You don't remember that.
no, so,
Did you tell anybody the day that it happened?
yes, so,
Didn't you tell somebody
yes, so,
that you told your mommy that Adrianna was upside down in the pool? Do you
Yes,
remember
sir.
that? Okay. Was your mommy talking on the phone when you told her that?
yes, so,
Okay. So you remember running to the house and telling your mommy, Adrianna is upside down in the pool. You remember that, don't you? AJ,
yes, so,
you remember that, don't you?
yes, so,
And your mommy was talking on the phone, wasn't she?
yes, so,
And what did she do when you told her, Adrianna's upside down in the pool? What did mommy do?
come running outside,
She came running, didn't she?
yes, so,
And was Adrianna where you told your mommy she was?
yes, so,
And what did your mommy do?
I can't remember,
Did she get her out of the pool?
yes, so,
Was your mommy crying?
yes, so,
Was she throwing up?
no, so,
You don't remember her throwing up?
no, so,
You remember telling somebody she was throwing up.
no, so,
You don't remember that?
yes, so,
Did your mommy ever get inside the pool?
no, so,
Did she ever get inside the pool that day that you saw?
No, so.
Did Adrianna ever try to scoop bugs out of that pool that day?
Yes, so.
How was she going to scoop bugs out of the pool?
I can't be immovable.
Well, did she have a net?
Yes, so.
She had a net?
No, so.
No, okay. Do you have a net at the house that you use to clean the pool?
Yes, so.
Where is the net at?
In the barn.
In the barn. Okay. Did Adrianna get something to help her scoop the bugs out of the pool?
No, so.
No? How was she going to scoop the bugs up?
With her hands.
Just with her hands?
Yes, so.
And would she have to stand in that red wagon in order to reach the bugs in the pool?
No, so.
She would? How would she get the bugs out?
Get inside the pool.
She'd have to get inside the pool. Well, how did she get in there?
The red wagon.
The red wagon, right. So she got in the red wagon to scoop out the bugs, didn't she?
Yes, so.
And then she fell in the pool, didn't she? That's how she got in the pool, right?
No, so.
How did she get in the pool?
She stepped over the side.
She stepped over the side. From the red wagon?
Yes, so.
And then she started screaming, didn't she?
Yes, so.
Adrianna can't swim, can she?
No, so.
Is she afraid of the water?
Yes, so.
Did you try to help her?
Yes, so.
What did you do?
Hanged onto her legs.
You hung onto the ledge? Did you start yelling for help from the army men? Did you see the army men and start yelling for help?
No.
And could you get her out of the water?
No, so.
Now, before Adrianna went in the pool, had you and Adrianna been playing together?
Yes, so.
You had? Okay.
So.
What kind of games were you playing?
I don't know.
Did you ever hit Adrianna that day?
No, so.
You remember telling the lady down in Panama City when they talked to you that day that you threw a white bucket at her? Remember throwing a white bucket at Adrianna?
No, so.
You don't? You don't think you threw a white bucket at her that day? Okay. You know why you would tell somebody you threw a white bucket at her?
No, so.
Okay. You wouldn't do that, would you? Okay. Who was it that decided to call the police that day? Was it you or was it your mom?
Hey, Mommy.
Mommy? Did you tell her that she had to call the police?
No, so.
Okay, did you tell the lady in Panama City that you told your mother to call the police?
No, so.
Did you tell the lady in Panama City that your mom dumped Adrianna because she was spraying some Windex, some cleaner inside the house?
No, so.
You didn't tell her that either?
No, so.
Did you tell her that your mommy told Adrianna, if you don't clean your room, Adrianna, I'm going to dump you?
No, so.
You didn't tell them that either?
No, so.
Okay. You were playing with a fire truck that day, though, weren't you?
Yes, so.
Is that one of your favorite toys? It is? Can you tell me a story about that fire truck? When you hit yourself in the head with the fire truck? You remember that? That you hit yourself in the head with a fire truck and it was blood all over you. You remember that? But you weren't dead, were you? You had a big hole in your head, but you weren't dead, were you? And that was because that fire truck hit you in the head and made a big hole in your head, didn't it? And you told the lady down in Panama City about that story, didn't you? All right, AJ, thank you.
Mr. Bassford?
Just a few questions, Judge. AJ,
Yes, so.
did you ever get in the trees that day?
No, so.
Okay. Now, you said there were some trees on the side of on the side of your house over there. You played around those some that day?
Yes, so.
All right. Did your mom ever go anywhere in the car that day that you remember?
No, so.
Okay. You just don't remember?
Yes, so.
Okay. You told us before that Adrianna was cleaning some bugs out.
Yes, so.
Did Adrianna want to clean those bugs out of that pool?
Yes, so.
Why was she over there cleaning the bugs out that day?
I don't know.
Did she have an argument with your mom outside that day?
Yes, so.
All right. AJ, have you did your best today to tell us what you remember about this?
Yes, so.
Do you like talking about this?
No, so.
All right. But you remember talking about it to the police that day that it happened?
Yes, so.
And you told them everything that you remembered then?
Yes, so.
All right. Thank you very much, AJ. Do you have any?